Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Thursday, April 20th, 2017. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Earlier today, the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Sweden to St. Kitts and Nevis, Her Excellency Elizabeth Eklund, paid a courtesy call on Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Vance Emery, at his office at Penny's.
Sweden and St. Kitts and Nevis share values, and we also try to approach the global challenges in a similar way. We believe in multilateral solutions to global challenges, and it's been very interesting for me to speak to the Premier on issues such as climate change, waste management, and the need to cooperate in these matters.
Premier Emery then expressed his gratitude to Her Excellency Eklund for taking the time out to discuss the relationship between Sweden and St. Kitts and Nevis.
And so it's an honor for me to have had you meet with us and to share our views on climate change and the matter of how we, as small island states, St. Kitts and Nevis, could or have to manage our resources and manage the environment, especially when it comes to matters of renewable energy, which we are pursuing. And I want to thank you for your insights on the approach multilaterally to deal with something like that. And I really do wish you well as our new ambassador of your country.
Thank you very much.
And look forward to meeting you again and discussing other issues.
Her Excellency Eklund also spoke with the Minister of Foreign Affairs in the federal government, the Honourable Mark Brantley.
We discussed issues. It's a water conference they want to have here in Nevis that was being planned for some time. We also discussed scholarship opportunities for young people to study there, and the vexed issue of the risking and the blacklisting, which the Caribbean, including St. Kitts and Nevis, is always under threat of from the European Union and others. With the leaving of the United Kingdom from Europe, it's so-called Brexit phenomenon, we're also concerned that within the European Union, St. Kitts and Nevis would have lost an ally in terms of the United Kingdom, a voice, if you will, to speak on our behalf on certain important matters. And so I raise that as well to say to not just Sweden, but to the Nordic countries that we would wish them to be our allies in those forums, of which, of course, St. Kitts and Nevis are not members, but which are important forums, such as the European Union. All in all, I think a very good conversation, and we look forward to continuing our diplomatic outreach and our bilateral relations with the Kingdom of Sweden.
Her Excellency Elizabeth Eklund was appointed Ambassador to St. Kitts and Nevis on Wednesday, 19th April 2017. The Ministry of Tourism is hosting a hike to Russell's Rest Waterfalls as part of the activities for Exposition Nevis 2017. Communications Officer in the Ministry of Tourism, Sheila James, encouraged persons to sign up.
The Ministry of Tourism invites one and all to participate at the Russell's Waterfall Hike Saturday, the 22nd of April. Meeting point is at the First Baptist Church at Madden's Estate at 6:45 a.m. to start at 7 a.m. It's not too late to sign up. It's a free registration online at the Ministry of Tourism Facebook page, or call the office on 469-0051 and ask for Dawson Otley. Remember to dress appropriately and bring plenty of water to keep hydrated. It's going to be fun. Last year's hike was a huge success, and we are expecting good numbers to participate this year. Be sure to come along for the fun and embrace one of the wonders of Nevis.
Exposition Nevis has as its theme for 2017, All Things Tourism. The Nevis Culturama Festival Committee is currently hosting a one-week workshop to improve the calypso writing skills of the junior and senior calypsonians on the island. Justin Hero Castle, who identifies as a calypsonian and a soca artist, is the facilitator of the workshop. He says he is excited at the opportunity to work with young children because they are the future of calypso. He said calypso appears to be on the decline due to threats by other types of music, including soca, a hybrid of the art form. Castle believes that the onus is on those with the knowledge and experience to try to teach others, particularly the younger generation, in an effort to save calypso.
This is why I think that my role here is so important in terms of the future of Calypso in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis and indeed the rest of the Caribbean. I've done workshops before in other countries, but the level of interest that I've experienced in Nevis is tremendous. I've been working for my second NO with a number of kids, about 6 of them, and the enthusiasm shown by them is very inspiring to me.
The workshop, which began on April 18, 2017 at the Hard Times Community Centre in Gingerland, is the brainchild of the late Carl Williams, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture. It is being hosted by the Culturama Secretariat through the Calypso Subcommittee headed by Mr. Keith Glasgow. At the end of the workshop, the participants will be presented with a certificate of completion. The closing ceremony for the juniors will take place tomorrow, Friday, and for the adults, the closing ceremony will be on Saturday 22nd at the Community Centre at Hard Times. Still to come, Nevis Renal Society continues to give back to the community. We'll have the details when we return.
Dancing and whining and fretting till the morning.
Drinking, masquerading, live music always playing.
Islands of blue seas where people always smiling.
Street jams and bandstands where people will be jamming. Don't you miss this time, no. Our festival, our legacy. Don't you miss this time, no. The Caribbean's greatest summer lion. Don't you miss this time, no. Our festival, our legacy. Don't you miss this time, no. The Caribbean's greatest summer lion.
Welcome back. The Department of Environment recognizes climate variability and climate change to be 2 of the most significant threats to sustainable development in St. Kitts and Nevis. Against this backdrop, a number of persons from various fields throughout the Federation are currently attending an 8-day national training workshop in the use of climate modelers for decision making. The workshop, which runs from April 19th to 28th, is held under the auspices of the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center, CCCCC, and the United States Agency for International Development, USAID. June Hughes, Senior Environment Officer at the Department of Environment, said that the training is timely as climate change continues to be a clear and present danger. She noted that the department is working closely with regional and international partners to ensure that persons are aware of the dangers that exist. The Deputy Executive Director encouraged participants to acquire all the knowledge necessary, as it is the presenter's hope that at the end of the training, a cadre of technical skills would be developed in the St. Kitts and Nevis and the region on a whole that would help to deal successfully with the challenges faced from climate change. Training and application of the tools will allow decision makers to better understand the potential impacts of drought, tropical storms, and rainfall and temperature changes. When combined with other data and information, they can help to build a picture of potential impacts to key economic sectors in the country. The training will target key personnel whose focus are in areas of agriculture, water resources, coastal zone management, health, physical planning, or disaster risk reduction. The Nevis Renal Society has over the years contributed to the island of Nevis by giving aid to persons in need of dialysis treatment. Late last week, 3 persons received monetary donations from the society to defray the cost of treatment in St. Kitts. Public Relations Officer Florine Williams presented the checks to the 3 recipients.
We are grateful that we are able to present our check to 3 of our clientele. We have Faith Jeffers, Gwyneth Matthew, and Eric Freeman.
Pemberton also spoke about some of the activities the society has hosted for the year.
The fundraising activities that we have been doing over the years, we normally have a gala dinner, which is usually the first Saturday in November, and we have a week of activities which shortly ended in March, from the 5th to the 10th of March, where we had like a health fair which was done at the Four Seasons Resort, and we also had education in the school, educational talks in the school, and it was done in mostly the primary schools. They were done at the Joycelyn Library Primary School. It was also done at the Charleston Primary School, and it was also done at VOJN Primary School.
She also encouraged persons to join the Nevis Renal Society.
We are looking for support from the general public. We are also looking for new membership. So you can contact myself. We can contact any one of our members. Also our executive, Florine Williams, she's our PRO, and Paulette Hanley, she's our vice president. You can contact any one of us who are in the Renal Society for further information.
President of the Nevis Renal Society, Sherilyn Pemberton. And that brings us to the end of tonight's presentation of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Good night.
Wali, the queen of the Caribbean, bathed by its crystal shores, is the Caribbean's best kept secret. Nevis is known for its rich culture, which remains entrenched in the island's everyday life. We boast of having the Caribbean's greatest summer festival, Culturama. The birthplace of Alexander Hamilton, my little 36 square mile island, is the home of the Bath Hotel, which is the first built hotel in the Caribbean. Don't forget to take a dip in the therapeutic Bath Springs. Take a few minutes to trot down to the ever-famous Sunshine's Bar and drink a world-renowned Killer Bee. Live Nevis naturally by exploring the magnificent waterfalls and hiking to the top of our 32 Nevis Peak. Our lush vegetation and landscape deems a visit here the perfect escape. Nevis, Queen of the Caribbean.